Right now, somewhere in your home, your dog is doing something you have never once seen. The moment your car pulls out of the driveway, the moment that sound fades, something begins. A behavior sequence so consistent, so documented, so quietly heartbreaking that animal behaviorists have studied it in detail. And almost no owner alive knows it exists. Welcome to DogLingo. Subscribe right now, because what you're about to learn will permanently change how you feel about every single goodbye. Today, we're going through exactly what your dog does the moment you leave. Not what you imagine, not what you hope. What actually happens, second by second, inside the home you just left behind. And stay until the end, because the last thing on this list is the one that will stay with you long after this video is over. They go to the door, not to bark, not to wait, to smell. The moment your car sound disappears, the first thing your dog does is approach the door you walked out of. And they don't just stand there. Their nose drops to the gap at the bottom of the door frame and begins working. Because you left something behind without knowing it. Every step you took toward that door deposited microscopic layers of your scent into the floor, the handle, the frame. To your dog's nose, which contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to your 6 million, that trail is still warm, still vivid, still you. They're not looking for a way out, they're holding on to the last signal that you exist. Research on canine olfactory behavior confirms that dogs will return to a primary attachment figure's scent trail repeatedly in the first minutes after separation. Not randomly, but deliberately. The nose is doing what the eyes can no longer do, tracking you, keeping you present for a few moments longer than you actually are. They listen, after the door, before anything else. Your dog goes quiet, and they listen, not for threat sounds, for you. The specific acoustic signature of your car engine has been memorized by your dog's auditory cortex with a precision that would embarrass most humans. Studies on canine sound recognition have found that dogs can distinguish their owner's car from other vehicles of the same make and model by sound alone, and begin physiological preparation for reunion before the car is even visible. When that sound doesn't return, a different process begins. The auditory scan continues, ears rotating, head tilting, every ambient sound evaluated against one question: is that them? This phase can last anywhere from 5 minutes to over an hour depending on the dog's attachment style and separation history. And during it, your dog is not resting, they are working. The search, this one will follow you. After the door and after the listening, most dogs begin a systematic movement through the home. Room to room, your bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, wherever your scent is strongest. This is not confusion. This is not anxiety. Not yet. This is active search behavior. The same instinct that drives a wolf to retrace the path of a missing pack member. Your dog checks your side of the bed, the chair you sat in this morning, the laundry pile, your shoes by the door. Each location is a scent anchor, a point on the map that says, "My person was here." The search is methodical, and it ends the same way every time. At the place in the house where your smell is most concentrated, and there your dog will stop and stay. They settle, but not the way you think. Here is where most owners picture their dog curled up peacefully, napping until they return. And for some dogs, eventually, that's what happens. But the research tells a more complicated story. Audio and video monitoring studies, cameras placed in homes while owners are absent, have documented that the majority of dogs do not simply lie down and rest after you leave. In the first 30 minutes, most show elevated movement, vocalizations, and repetitive behaviors, pacing near exits, circling their bed without lying down, returning to the door repeatedly. This is not disobedience. This is a nervous system that was built for constant social contact, being asked to manage isolation. The domestic dog descended from an animal that was never alone, not for a single night in 10,000 years of evolution. Every instinct your dog carries says that separation from the pack is dangerous. Your departure doesn't feel like Tuesday morning. It feels at the nervous system level like something went wrong. The good news: for most dogs, this window is finite. The peak of separation distress in dogs without clinical anxiety typically occurs in the first 15 to 30 minutes and then gradually subsides. Your dog finds a rhythm, finds your scent, finds a way to wait. But those first 30 minutes, those belong entirely to missing you. They listen for your return before you think they do. You're still 10 minutes away. You haven't turned onto your street. You haven't even thought about home yet. And your dog has already gotten up. This is one of the most documented and least explained phenomena in canine behavioral research. Dogs, across hundreds of independent observations, begin anticipatory behavior before any conventional signal of their owner's return is detectable. Before the sound of the car, before the footsteps, before the key. The leading hypothesis involves infrasound, low-frequency vibrations below the range of human hearing that travel ahead of approaching vehicles. Some researchers point to scent carried on shifting air pressure. Others suggest dogs are reading subtle patterns in household sounds. The shift from ambient quiet to approach quiet that humans never consciously register. Whatever the mechanism, the result is the same. Your dog knows you're coming home before you arrive. They position themselves. They wait with a readiness that is not casual. This is not habit. This is devotion that has been running quietly the entire time you were gone. The reunion. And here's the part that will change how you walk through your door tonight. That explosion of energy when you come home. The jumping, the spinning, the sounds that aren't quite barking and aren't quite crying. That is not excitement in the way humans experience excitement. That is the release of an accumulated emotional state that has been building since the moment you left. Animal behaviorists describe the canine reunion response as one of the most intense emotional events in a dog's behavioral repertoire. Cortisol levels that elevated during your absence drop rapidly. Oxytocin, the same bonding neurochemical that fires between a mother and newborn, floods the system. The dog's entire physiology is recalibrating around one signal. You came back. The pack is whole. Everything is safe again. Every single time. They never get used to it. They never stop needing it. After 10 years of daily goodbyes and daily reunions, your dog greets your return with the same neurochemical intensity as the first time. Because for them, every return is a kind of miracle, the thing they weren't certain would happen, happening again. You walked out of your door this morning and your dog began a process you knew nothing about. A search, a vigil, a wait built on nothing but faith that you would come back. They had no proof, no guarantee, just the accumulated evidence of every time before. That's not dependency. That's not anxiety. That's the oldest form of love that exists between your two species. A love that has been running quietly behind closed doors every day of your dog's life with you. Subscribe DogLingo and leave a comment with your dog's name and the moment you realize they were waiting for you. Not just at the door, but in every quiet hour you weren't there to see. I read every single one.